giving the same thought twice in a sentence. So for example, we would see here, the book was a free gift. So have you experienced having a gift that's not free? Of course, philosophically speaking, it's possible, but logic, it's redundancy. Have you ever seen a gift that wasn't free? If it's not for free, then it's not a gift. So that's the logic of the sentence. The book was a free gift. So to better say it, for it not to be redundant, so the better way to say it is this: the book was free. Yes, the book was free, or another way of saying is the book was a gift. Not so basically, definitely not to say it, the book was a free gift. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened? Okay. Oh, there you go. Sorry. So, okay, there you go. Next one would be avoid misplaced modifiers. Of course, these are one of I think one of the common mistakes I see. Okay, just look at this the example. Marching information. The general reviewed the troops. Was the general marching in the formation. So if you would try to understand the question, the statement, marching information, the general reviewed the troops. So it seems that the general is marching. So of course, if you would try to get the real thought of the sentence, it would have been better said on the second example. Okay, so the general reviewed the troops as they marched in formation. Let's see, the misplaced modifier is, okay, so marching in formation. So if you are familiar with the Star Wars trilogy, the Star Wars series, so it's not a trilogy because there's, I think, 6 parts of Star Wars. If you are familiar with the character of Master, what they call that, I forgot his name, Master Yoda, the small one, looks like compared to what do you call this, the character from ABS-CBN, the green guy, I forgot. So he was usually Master Yoda. He usually provides delivers sentence in somehow misplaced modifier, or shall we say in a reversed way. He usually say, I am hungry. So if Master Yoda would say it, I am hungry, so he would say it, hungry, I am. So it's somehow he formulates a sentence in a different way. So it is shall we say, it is specifically tailored to him. So it's somehow a misplaced modifier, but if he would say it, the general reviewed the troops marching information. So it's somehow the way he speaks, it's not a misplaced modifier. It somehow sounds like that, but the thought is delivered properly in the way Master Yoda, the character of Master Yoda delivers his line, as compared to the example we have here. It's definitely giving the wrong information or the wrong idea about the thought of the sentence. Okay, so now let's go on. It's just a quick view of this because we think we're running out of time. I believe I've miscalculated the time for today. I have put in too much information. Okay, so punctuations and its use. Okay, so let me just check again the questions. Maybe you have questions for me, so I could answer the question and then share it with the other campuses. It's always good that we ask questions, and then for us to be able to, for me to be able to enlighten you. And of course, asking questions always also challenges me, and then I could sometimes or most of the time I would forget things that I have to say to you. So if you ask question, then it would actually trigger my memory, and then I would know, I could provide more information to you. I could share more information to you. Okay, so punctuations and its use. So an apostrophe. So what's the main function of an apostrophe? Okay. There you go. It has two main functions. It marks omissions. It assists in marking the possessiveness of all nouns. Of course, we could see possessive nouns and many pronouns. Contrary to popular usage, apostrophes are not used to pluralize normal old nouns. If you would see here, okay, let me just drag that lines. If the intention of the writer is to pluralize, tacos, dogs, bottles, you don't use that. You don't use, shall we say, you don't use the apostrophe. It's just use it as it is, like that. Tacos, dogs, and bottles. But if you would try to make it in a possessive form, so we say the dogs. There you go. There you go. The dog's house was destroyed by the typhoon. So referring to the dog's house, since it's in possessive term, it's possessive form, making since the sentence is referring to the house which is owned by the dog, so it's basically it's in possessive form, the dog's house, or shall we say in other the student's ID, so that would use the apostrophe as marking it as a possessive noun. Okay, of course, the student's ID was lost. So in other words, not using the apostrophe, the students have their own ID. So that's using just an S without an apostrophe. The students have their own